Guys, welcome to the show. This
Hi.
is Sarah, you look nice. Too nice. Did you have a baby or not?
I did. I have one. I still have him. He's in the other room.
Yeah, sure. I haven't seen him. I saw a picture of a baby. It looked photoshopped, to be quite honest. And Josh, how's the clubs? I don't know.
Hey,
babies?
everything's good, man, and I understand that you're part of our at-risk community, so I'm glad you're staying at home and being safe.
Does that mean I'm old? Look at you. You're like, don't blur the background too much. I want to show everyone I have stairs. This is Mr. True Story. Anyway, before we start, you know who I feel bad for is that little dwarf kid that was getting bullied.
Oh.
The one he helped.
Oh.
Australia that was getting his ass kissed, and he had 9 trips to Disneyland, and then it just stopped everything. He's got to get that heat going again when this is over. He's like, hey, everybody, remember you were going to teach me Kung Fu, and then I was going to go over there. And Snoop was going to roll a joint for me. And you're like, no, I don't remember.
No, sorry. We forgot.
It's super tricky. But it's funny you bring that up. Video chatting is interesting. That's what we're doing. So the video chat right now is getting people in trouble if you look at Instagram, because there's people doing conference calls, and then they get like this, but Zoom, who probably started this virus because they're making the most money, obviously, out of this. I've never heard the word Zoom before, and now I've heard it 300 times a day. So it's Skype and Zoom all day. So there was a woman accidentally went pee-pee on camera.
I've heard that social work kind of has very high standards, and what happened?
And then a guy had his wee-wee showing.
Day. That's how it's been. Let's make sure everybody has clothes on.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Josh. You've got a lot to say. Go ahead.
Well, I will tell you this, here's the difference between the time of Corona and video chat and just 2 weeks ago. Right now, she gets caught peeing on camera, and it's hilarious. But if she did that at the office 2 weeks ago, she would have been looking for a job.
That's right. Or not me, but someone would be tipping her 300 tokens. Ring! How do you know that's the sound it makes? It might not be. I can tell who's been on Chatterbait. The Zoom office meetings, which everyone's doing, and the Skyping, they need to work some bugs out. Obviously, everyone's not used to it. It's like, hey, Janice from Digital, are you taking a shit? Can we put a pin in that until Josh laugh? What are you doing?
I don't know. Yeah, Dave, I hope you know that I'm calling you right now from my panic Zoom. That's what I call it.
Are you in a panic Zoom?
Yeah.
I like it.
Also, I felt like this was just a really hard flex to show that she has toilet paper. I thought that was kind of rude.
Yeah. We get it. You're rich. You waited in line.
Yeah.
I tried to go to Ralph's. Go ahead.
The penis guy, right? Why is the naked penis so funny?
Yeah.
If you see it, it's just funny. Just hanging there. It's just funny.
I don't think anybody who's just sitting around their house naked all day and then I'll go to this meeting.
I think they're saying if you are wearing pants, it's a red flag. I mean, if you're at home today, I guess you can do whatever you want. I like those old school guys that walk around like, hey, man, I'm embarrassed even if no one's in my house. I'm like, is someone looking through my AC vent? I don't want to see anything. I don't want to kill any rumors going on.
I found, honestly, that my personal hygiene, I've learned a lot about myself during this time.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I've learned. I shower more for other people than I do for myself. Because when I don't have to see anybody else, I'm like, should I shower today? You know what I mean? And Beth doesn't count. She sees me every day.
Your wife is sort of going, I wish I had a vote in this. I guess I don't need Honeymoon's over.
Yeah, it's over.
I think the guy in the Zoom chats, the big kiss ass, is the guy in the full suit. Hey, boss. Got a full Windsor going for you. It's like, oh, relax. I mean, somewhere in the middle between the bush, the
You
people.
also could have played it off a little bit, like that woman who was peeing.
Yeah.
It could be like, Karen, what are you doing? I'm peeing because we're peeing all our profits down the toilet. You know what I mean? She could have used it as like a metaphor.
Yeah. Aren't we, or don't we work for a streaming service? I'm trying to make a point.
If you learned anything from The Naked Gun, bringing the microphone into the bathroom is the funniest bit in the world.
Good. And you know what? It still works. I don't care where you're from. If Josh freezes, it makes him, he's like this. Okay. After a month of back and forth, the IOC, you two are sports fans. Olympics is saying, in a shocking turn of events, they caved in. They didn't just put a pin in it. It's moved a fucking year, isn't it? The pole vaulter that's got to just dropped all his shifts at Home Depot. He's got to go back.
And now if you want to see a bunch of 85-pound teenagers running and jumping, you got to watch them escape from R. Kelly's house.
Oh my God.
It took a slight turn. Okay.
I've been watching a lot of pole vaulting because I just keep rewatching that naked guy on the Zoom conference call.
Did he have a bit of a pole? Like I didn't look. I don't care. I don't look.
I didn't look.
I was like this.
The cartoon eyes?
Everyone goes, did you see the girl on the far left, her reaction? And I go, no. I'll have to watch it again because I was too busy looking at this guy go. Yeah. I'm like, it could have been like more fake and casual, like boner in the lens, like this. Not boner, I guess.
Yeah.
I'd slap that before I get on a Skype, just in case. Get a couple cc's of plasma down there.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you think the athletes are more upset that they're missing the Olympic Games or having all that sex in the Olympic Village?
Oh, yeah. I wonder if the orgies are still on. You can still fly there and just get laid by someone from Tunisia.
Yeah.
One thing's for sure, Michael Phelps is still getting high, no matter if the Olympics are happening or not.
If I was Michael Phelps, I'd be wearing all 9 gold medals to 7-Eleven, just to remind everyone. Remember me, guys? Maybe you don't, but cling clang goes the trolley. Solid gold. Well, Canada and I think Austria pulled out first, and you thought, that's not going to leave a big ding at the podium.
Yeah.
They just jump in again at the back.
Yeah. I think we just lost out on seeing 3 people win a bronze medal. Yeah.
Third. They didn't even give first or second away. I like that.
No.
By the way,
No.
I think the Olympics. First of all, I have a whole opinion about Olympics that I can't say. I can't say it here, but I do think it's tough for these people to spend all that time working on this, and then even like the 100-yard dash. That's 10 seconds. It's too much pressure for 4 years of working. If you miss it or even get third, what are you, a coach the rest of your life? I mean, it's just you didn't even win. Like then you're an assistant coach. There's so much going on there. I'll get into it later, but I will say this. For $1 million, name 5 Olympic athletes. I don't know. That's why the Olympics they sort of get you to know them. But when you're
I don't know any Olympic athlete's name. I just know the guy on the Olympic committee is named Dick Pound.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite guy ever. Like I'm so sad I didn't name my kid Dick Pound.
Go ahead.
If your name is Dick Pound, aren't you going to go by Richard? I mean, let's be honest.
No.
No, you're going straight Dick.
I mean,
No, that is the gold medal of names.
Yeah. Josh, you're right. He wants attention because who else is going? It could have been Richard. It could have been Richie. What about Quentin Quarantang? He's getting some Quarantang. Poontang. Guys.
Yeah, got it.
Walk everybody through all of them. I said Quentin Quarantino the other day, and now I see it all the time on Instagram. I'm like, I don't want to say I started, but at least I was early in on it, I think.
Yeah, I think you started it. You get credit for it.
Sarah,
Have you guys put on your quarantine 15?
Oh, yeah, you got to put on quarantine in the house?
I've put on 9 pounds since it started.
Oh, I thought you meant SPF.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sarah, you lost weight when you had the baby, didn't you? That day?
I actually lost 23 pounds on the table when he was born, they said. Yeah.
What?
That's how much came out when he was born.
Butcher's block. Gross.
Yeah. It's gross, but that's true. Like that. It's a lot. Yeah.
You're obsessed. You're like right after going, weigh me. They're like, just relax. I'm skinny again. All right, hang on. Okay, the New York City Health Department posted recommendations for how people can save, not get corona, and they said you shouldn't have sex, you should masturbate more. I guess people figured out the math on that when they were locked alone in their apartments. If you're the type of person that does orgies, they actually said don't do orgies. That was the funny part. If you're doing orgies, this disease is in the top 10, but it's on the list, but it's not number 1, I don't think.
And not only that, by the way, do they think most people, and when they wake up every day, have that option? Should I masturbate or go to that orgy? Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like, my favorite part about that article was they told people about oral sex and what they call it, rim, like booty eating.
What is it, Sarah? Rim jobs?
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
It's crazy. I think that's terrible that they're telling the people in New York. New York was built on hardworking, ass-eating immigrants. They're built on the backs of those people, and I don't think we should be turning our backs on them now. We should let them do what made them great to begin with.
Millennials are trying to claim that, but it was the people that started this country.
Right at Ellis Island.
Yeah. Well, they also said, you should only have sex with the people under your roof who live in your house. And I grew up in the South, and that's always been the rule in our house. So,
I like you bring a Southern homespun joke in. You don't want to get the cornhola virus.
Yeah.
That makes sense, kind of. Yeah.
If everybody in New York does what they say and just masturbates all the time, when this clears up, they're going to go in the streets, and it's going to look like the last scene of Ghostbusters when the marshmallow guy.
Oh my God. Gross.
Sarah, you're too young, Sarah. I know, Davey.
Yeah. Josh, if it's only masturbating that people can do now, you can do stand-up in New York, huh?
That's right.
Now Josh has an act again.
I know. I'm back.
They said masturbation. I mean, I've been to New York. It's full of masturbation. I've been on the subway. I've been to the park. My brother and sister-in-law, when they moved there, they said there's a guy. He goes, howdy, the first day. And he opened up his trench coat, and he was whacking. And they were like, is this how it's going to be? And he's like, I think so.
Yeah. Welcome to New York. And you're like, we're at Cold Stone. This is not even a normal place.
Right. Cold Stone is a good reference, actually. I don't think they have in New York, but I like it. Well, since ass eating overtook baseball as the national pastime in 2018, I feel like it's got its way because it's trending down. It's got its way to fight its way back. I just know this is going to be a big bump for the circle jerk industry.
In the South, it's called a square jerk.
Exactly. We're not reinventing the circle jerk here.
I'm anti-orgy anyway.
Okay, good.
I don't that doesn't interest me at all. I'm very self-conscious. I'm super competitive. I don't need to, do you know what I mean? I don't need to be looking around and having sex and just casually have just like a nutsack walk by. I don't know if I could
tapping in. I'll take it. If anyone in the orgy has a huge wiener, I tap out. I go, hey, sayonara, suckers.
I wouldn't even know if I was having an orgy because my eyes were closed shut the whole time like that.
Sarah, you might not be great for orgy. You might not love it.
No, I don't think so.
I'm sure your wife is on the stairs going, I'm so glad you're talking about that you're anti-orgy. Like, lately, I haven't been into them. And she's like, orgies? What's going on now? Anyway, you guys, thank you for joining us. I feel like we got a lot out of this.
Yeah.
Thank you
it
for
was
having
good to see everybody.
And Sarah, you look lovely, and I'm glad you are back in the mix, and we will see you soon. And
Thank
Josh,
you.
always good looking, and that's a great thing to have going for you.
Thank you for having me.
We miss your laugh because we need it in these times, and also with no audience. Okay.